Hi, my name is Mark Belache. I'm president of TorontoJobs.ca. Thanks for watching. Have you wondered how interview questions might be different during the pandemic? Are you unclear as to how to prepare for an interview during COVID-19? In this short video, I'm going to share with you some tips on what types of interview questions you should prepare for during this time period. So these are some questions that some of our clients have discussed that they would share or would ask, or questions that we ask as recruiters at TorontoJobs.ca when we're trying to find candidates for our positions. So number one might be, what have you learned about yourself during the pandemic? What do you like? What are you interested in? How have your career aspirations changed? Another question you would be asked, or you might be asked, is can you do the job while you're working from home? Are there any changes to your situation or circumstances that might change how you might be able to find a job? Third question is, are you set up to work from home? Do you need anything specific, any kind of tools, any computers, any kind of programs or anything like that that would help you work from home? Would you be able to work full-time from home? There's a lot of companies that have recently announced that they will be having their staff work completely from home. So are you available to work from home? Are you prepared to be working from home full-time? And another kind of question that comes up also is, are you willing to work from an office when the pandemic is over? Or are you willing to work from the company's workplace, whether it's full-time or part-time? There may be situations where you may not want to go back to a workplace. You may be comfortable working from home, or perhaps you don't have the ability or capability to want to go back to work in an office. So be prepared to answer these types of questions when you're being interviewed during this time period. Another question that you might be asked is, how are you spending your time? What have you been doing? What are your concerns with working from a work office if you've been at home for weeks and months on end? Also be prepared to ask questions of them as well, of the employer. What has been going on? Are people working from home? Are they working partly from home, partly from the office? Is your organization deemed an essential service? So would people be working from the office regardless? So be prepared to ask those kinds of questions as well when you're being interviewed. On an ongoing basis, also, you may be asked this question, on an ongoing basis, would you want to work remotely? How would you feel about that? What would it look like to you? And then another kind of question that you might be asked is, what type of environment do you generally prefer to work in? Office environment, home, remote, a combination of, or both? And also, you may want to be prepared to be asked a question about, do you prefer to work in an open environment, or would you rather have an office to be more comfortable to work during a pandemic like this? So these are the types of questions you should be prepared to answer when you are being interviewed, especially during this time with the pandemic. So be prepared for any types of questions. The rules are somewhat being rewritten in terms of what kinds of questions may be asked during interviews. Normally you have the three types of questions. You have a standard interview type question, which is, what's your name? Where do you live? What's your background? What did you do at this last position that you were working at? That's a standard interview question. A behavioral interview question is an interview question that will be along the lines of, what would you do in a scenario such as this? Describe a situation when you were involved with this. Talk about how you would deal with a situation such as that. So these are the types of standard or behavioral type of questions, interview questions. And then the wild card questions are the ones where there's no right or wrong answer necessarily, but they're way out of left field. So for example, if you were a piece of cutlery, what kind of cutlery would it be and why? Or if you were an animal, what kind of animal would you be and why? So these are tougher ones to prepare for, but those are what I call wild card questions. So those should help you with your interviews. And again, just be prepared for anything these days in terms of clients and companies and organizations that are looking to fill a position. Again, my name is Mark Belache. I'm president of TorontoJobs.ca. Feel free to visit our website and post your resume and search and apply to positions directly online. You can also sign up to get job mail alerts as well, which can come to you delivered to your email once a week or once a day, depending on your situation and how you've selected it. And also check out our Toronto Jobs social media pages. We're on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So we're on all 4 different platforms. Feel free to follow us and feel free to share our topics and points and videos. And finally, on YouTube, we have our TorontoJobs.ca channel where you can check out a lot of the videos that we've posted over the last few years that may be able to be of help to you. So thanks again for watching. All the best. Have a great day. Be safe and be well. Thank you.